In this video, I'm going to teach you a simple 4-step framework you can use to write amazing sales copy that converts clients like that. Stay tuned. Hey Difference Maker, it's Kirby. Welcome to another show. I hope you have been well. I hope that you have been out in your market making a difference to the people who need to hear from you. So, as the title of the video suggests, today I want to show you a quick framework to write sales copy for yourself. If you're not familiar with what sales copy is, it is essentially the words that we use to persuade or influence people to take an action in simple terms. And there are literally thousands. In fact, I've got like a bookshelf full down here of books on copywriting from all the greatest people in the world who have sold millions and billions of dollars in products and services with great copy. But guess what? Who got time for that? I ain't got time for that. They've got checklists and bonus sections and all this sort of stuff. And what I want to do is just demystify what copywriting is and give you a really, really simple 4-question framework to use that will get you in the game and allow you to record videos quickly and adverts and to write your landing page copy in a way that is not going to bog you down. And it's just going to give you the ability to get to market and share your message with more people rather than kind of sitting there with a notepad for a week trying to write out the 17 different headline varieties and the big idea and the, all this sort of risk reversal and all this stuff. So I just want to give you a really, really simple framework to use. First of all, before I go into the 4 questions, from a foundational perspective, what I need you to be very clear on is who is the person you want to help. All right. Now, if you're watching this video, there's a very, very good chance that you are someone who has a great experience in an industry or in your life, and you want to share that with somebody else and allow them to learn from your lessons and from your learnings and your mistakes and all the things that you've been through. And of course, you want to be remunerated and compensated for that knowledge as well, which is what this economy is all about, this expert industry that we work in together. So you have to be clear on who that person is. So as an example, let's just for the purpose of this video, use a random example that I'm going to do on the fly of a marketing manager. And let's say you're out there and you want to teach people how to improve the marketing in their business, and your ideal client is a marketing manager or someone who owns a business and they do their own marketing. All right? Let's roll with that one. Let's roll with a small business owner who does their own marketing currently. And you want to teach them how to do marketing. Are we still keeping up? That was a little bit of an interlude, but hopefully you're still with me. All right. The second part of that equation is, if we know who that person is, then the next part is, what's the problem they've got? What is it we're actually going to help them to solve? And what is the outcome that they want? All right. So let's just say in the example here of the small business owner who needs some help with their marketing, that we're going to help them to understand the problem they've got is that they can't generate enough leads or new clients for their business. So they've got inconsistent cash flow and sales. The result that we want to give them, or the result that they want for themselves, is they want consistent leads, consistent clients, but they want better quality clients. Still with me? So that's the example we're going to roll with here. Play along with me. So the first question in the framework that I want to give you is, what have they already seen? So what have they already seen in the market? What have they seen on a billboard, on Facebook, on Google, at an event? What is it that they've seen when it relates to this problem that they have? So in the case of a small business owner, for the purpose of the example, let's suppose that they've been through Facebook and they've seen, people talking about how easy it is to generate leads using Facebook advertising. The next question is, what have they tried? So if they've seen the person talking about how easy it is to generate leads using Facebook, then the next question is, what have they tried? Well, let's just say they signed up for a course with this particular individual and they did this 6-week course on a masterclass of how to do Facebook advertising to generate leads for your business. The third question in the framework is, what result did they get when they tried it? All right. So in this case, again, small business owner, they want more leads. They bought this course, this 6-week masterclass course from a Facebook guru. And the result that they got was that they learned a little bit about Facebook, but they didn't get any results in terms of new leads or new clients. And finally, the final question in the framework, question number 4, is how did that make them feel? So in this instance, we're going to just assume that it made them feel a little bit grumpy because they spent some money in good faith based on the promises of the individual, and nothing happened other than they gained some sort of basic knowledge around how to use the Facebook advertising platform. All right. Now, if you've got the answer to all of those questions, and I hope that you're playing along at home here, it's like a game show, isn't it? I should just wear like a sparkly suit and we could call it like Price is Right or something. So if you're playing along at home and you're answering these questions for your audience, what I want you to do now is to put them in sort of a sentence or a paragraph form from question 1 through 4. And I'm going to give you like an example. I'm going to do it on the fly, just gun it. No teleprompter here. This is all on the go. And I'm going to use the example that I've just provided. I'm going to show you how you can use that to create like a sales video or sales copy. So here goes. Switching into character now, right? So, hey small business owner, it's Anthony Kirby here from the Facebook Advertising Mastermind. I'm making this up, of course. Now I know that if you're watching this video, perhaps you've tried Facebook advertising before, because you might be experiencing, like most business owners, a lack of consistent leads and sales in your business. And that can be really, really overwhelming when you get that lump in your cash flow, and it's really hard to work through that. So I know you've probably already seen all the other gurus talking about Facebook masterclasses on your newsfeed, and in fact, maybe you've even joined one of their programs and found that whilst you've learned something about the platform, the results have been maybe a little underwhelming for the investment that you provided. So what I'd like to talk to you about today is XYZ, and then you go on to whatever your product is and the benefits that it's going to provide, and of course then you give them a call to action and some sort of fun bonus like a set of steak knives, as we all need to do in the world of internet marketing. And that is literally the framework for writing your sales copy. So you'll see how I use that. And I literally, like there's no notes around here. That is literally me just gunning it on the spot for the example in this video. It's not perfect, of course, but guess what? It doesn't have to be perfect, because it's not about you being perfect. It's about, is there a prospect at the other end of your camera lens right now who is waiting to hear from you, because they're sitting there frustrated with whatever problem it is that you can solve today, and you haven't got on camera because you've been overwhelmed, or you've been too caught up in what the textbooks are telling you or what the experts are telling you you have to tick off in your sales letters or your sales videos. I'm telling you right now, keep it simple. Go through those 4 steps. Go through that 4-step framework, answer those 4 questions, speak it out. That becomes a sales video, or you can write it out into sales copy, or you can put it on your website, or you can use that to create Facebook posts or whatever you want, basically. So that's what I'm sort of saying. So what I'd love to know, 2 things. First of all, if you have not yet subscribed, or if you have not liked, I don't know where you're watching this, so make sure you like my page, or make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. Second thing, in the comments below, I'd love to know, how have you used this framework for your business, and what result has it given you? Like, has this made it easier for you to write your sales copy and to produce your adverts and your sales videos, and taken away all that like overwhelm of how you need to do live streams or all the stuff that you need to do and you know you have to do, but you're struggling to get through? I hope it's been really, really helpful. I'll see you in the next show. Make sure to hit subscribe. Make sure to like the page if you're on Facebook, and I will see you very, very soon. Remember to keep making your difference. I'll speak to you again next time.